all disappeared, picking up pieces and writing a letter to the me from the yesteryear. Take a step, take a breath, moving forward one day then the next. Who I am, who I was, what will happen, will I be the cause? Home, not here. Only the stars will remember the way that it was, the way that it is, the way that it now will be. The way we move on, the ways we stay strong, together as one on our journey. Disappeared, picking up pieces and writing a letter to the me from the yesteryear. Take a step, take a breath, moving forward one day then the next. Who I am, who I was, what will happen, will I be the cause? Home, not here. Only the stars will remember the way that it was, the way that it is, the way that it now will be. The way we move on, the ways we stay strong, together as one on our journey. Disappeared, picking up pieces and writing a letter to the me from the yesteryear. Take a step, take a breath, moving forward one day then the next. Who I am, who I was, what will happen, will I be the cause? Home, not here. Only the stars will remember the way that it was, the way that it is, the way that it now will be. The way we move on, the ways we stay strong, together as one on our journey. Disappeared, picking up pieces and writing a letter to the me from the yesteryear. Take a step, take a breath, moving forward one day then the next. Who I am, who I was, what will happen, will I be the cause? Home, not here. Only the stars will remember the way that it was, the way that it is, the way that it now will be. The way we move on, the ways we stay strong, together as one on our journey.
Hello and welcome, everyone. I just realized that took a second. All right. Hi, I'm Maz. Welcome back to the Hill We Meet Upon on Starcrawl. We are still raising funds for the Loveland Foundation, and we will be continuing that until the 24th. Next week, we will be on break. The 24th is our finale. I don't know why oh, there we go. The captions weren't capturing me. Anyway, I am producing for today, so if there are certain things that you notice, let me know in the chat. If certain things need to be like audio leveled, let me know in the chat. But other than that, before we get started with the cast, I want to first say thank you to all who have donated so far. We have a raffle happening for 2 more copies of Wanderhome. And if this is timed out correctly, uh, we will also have a wonderful fox dice bag and a fox dice set that is going to be given out for the finale. And you can also donate then for that raffle. So once we have the pictures for that, I will share it on the socials. So lots of cool stuff coming up on the 24th. Welcome on board, y'all. Let me put this over here. All right. I'm Moz. I will be the storyteller for our journey, and my pronouns are she, them. I'm going to hand it over to Zoop.
Hi, I'm Zoop or Zoop Machine. I am playing Mirabai, who is the caretaker, and I'm excited to see what small gods we meet today. Insha.
Hi, I'm Insha. I play Echo, little bat girl who carries the mail. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited today to see what shenanigans we get up to. And take it away, Taylor.
Hey, I'm Taylor. Here's Monkey Taylor. I'll be playing Nyla as an exile snow leopard from the blanket. Very excited for this evening. Take it away, Nate.
You're muted.
Oh no! Hi, Internet. Again, I'm Nate. Don't read the captions, those are all wrong. I'm Nate. I play Idris the Walrus, who's also a poet. That's all. Take it away, Maz.
Every time you say Idris the poet, I always think that you're going to say, and he definitely knows it, or some kind of version of it. I don't know why, but yes, let us take it away. For everyone here, Alec will be back to produce on the 24th, and Grace, or Ghostlight G, will be is the artist behind our trailer song "Home and Here," which we are also hoping to nominate for Best Lyrical Song for the Crit Awards, because honestly, it's so beautiful. All right, Wanderers, are we ready?
Yeah.
The road sings its quiet song, even when it falters. The road ahead is looming in a vast meadow. Ancient stones that speak in song are silently waiting under a heavy sky full of storm. There is thunder slowly rumbling in the distance. The wind is howling, and in the wind you feel the droplets of water, rain, darting its drum against the hills. But yet even storms, they have their own rhythm, a chaotic symphony that clears the way for new growth. Shelter is near, very near, but the storm seems to have something to teach. You all are huddled behind this little hillside, this bank that kind of crests over, grass, weeds kind of tumbling, and roots of a tree and plant life, crumbled dirt underneath that is your roof right now. You hear a stampede of elephant beetles going through. The fields that are nearby feel like battle, like storming, everything shaking from underneath you. And next to you, a capybara with a vest, a bow tie, a straw hat, and glasses. Frantic beyond anything. With shocked eyes, almost widened by the strength of the prescription on their glasses.
In there.
To you. All right, everyone. All accounted for? Is this everyone in your troop?
Let's see. So, Idris,
Present.
Mira, and then we have Nyla. Yes, this is everybody, I think.
And Tova, the sapling gods, Aya, Ravel. Yeah. Oh, and Leap. Here's Leap.
Hello there. Hello. Hi. Hello.
I
You can call
love
me
your
the
bow
professor.
tie.
Thank you. My partner made it. And they kind of like reach up, their little legs kind of dangling from the bottom to reach up on the top of the bank to look up. And as they look up, anyone who is looking at the professor could see these stampeding elephant beetle legs like reflecting off their glasses. Oh, Pip is still there. All right. Yes, Pip made this for me. Okay. All right. Hopefully they'll pass by real quickly, and it'll be nothing too wild.
Leap will take out a little handkerchief and dab at the sweat spot on the capybara.
I'm so sorry. They were like frantic, kind of looking around. What's happening?
They Leap, the little nymph hopper, pulls out a little handkerchief and just like wipes the sweat that is going down the capybara's face.
They looked so frantic back and forth, looking back at their partner. In the distance, there was a porcupine with like quills all the way in the distance, and they're trying to wave at them, but they like put their hand down. So every single time you dot at them, Mira, they just okay. Oh yes, thank you. But as there is a poet in the group, Idris, / writer, how would Idris write the recap of the last episode, I guess, up till this moment?
Well, what happened last time? We were going down the river, and then we met this really almost obnoxiously large snow leopard, and he was cool, I guess. He seemed to know Nyla, and everyone liked him because he was cool, I guess. And you know, we met up with him. He was really swell. He made the frog we met a few weeks ago look small. And so then the bridge was out, and we were like, oh no, the bridge is out. And then for some reason, Nyla was the only one who helped with that. I was busy doing stuff. And then the bridge, we fixed it, and it felt like we were just talking a lot between us. I don't know how much things we did.
Straight from the pages of his journal. Mira, who What was the last? Could you give me how Mira looks like? How Bai is, and the last forgotten god they interacted with?
So
She got a new code.
am I? No, I'm not muted. Okay. So the last, probably Ravel. Ravel is very cheerful and likes to chatter quite a bit. And Mira, Bai just kind of sits there and listens and kind of like tilts her head every once in a while. But Ravel is the god of tangled yarn. And it's just a little bit of tangle. Yarn with little eyes. It's very cute.
Echo. It's been a while since you've delivered a letter. What letter are you... Well, describe what's been happening with Echo in the last day or so. How they're looking this morning, I guess, and what letter you're hoping to send today.
I think for Echo, I think in the morning she's kind of trying to like have a little bit of a better spirit about her, and be like, everything's going to be okay, everything's fine, everything's normal, and everything's going to be good. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm going to deliver more mail. But I think that inside of her, she's kind of still like upset. But she doesn't really exactly know why. But she's hoping that she can just deliver another piece of mail, because that's her livelihood, and she doesn't want to mess it up. And yeah, not really hoping for a certain piece, but just wants somebody to be happy.
That scared me.
That is the sound of the elephant beetles, by
Yes.
the way.
Yes, that was
Fast
actual
and Furious.
sound effect of the...
That's scary.
Sorry.
What was I saying? And back to, as you're all huddled in that bank, the snow leopard known as Nyla. How are you faring? What do you look like this morning at the meadow? And what has happened recently?
I was like we're about the cart and everything, right? Like, are we just on
Nope.
the map?
We're at the meadow. You're with Glenna. They're walking to the next town where you'll meet the cart.
Okay. Yeah. It's like, yeah, I think Nyla is probably more on guard because she's like saw somebody from the blanket and stuff. Even though they had lovely conversations, but now she's like, well, who else did she ran into? It's been so long, and she doesn't want to deal with another awkward interaction again. So she's just, but like in the morning, she's just kind of just been focusing on walking. Hasn't talked much to anyone.
As you all have traveled this path before, but usually on a cart, the meadow is different. Possibly Echo, you've seen it before. But the stones, the travel it takes, it's kind of out of the way. A little bumpy. So maybe it's not the path you would take on your usual trip from the hills and valleys and on the roundabout, circle that you do through the seasons. But everyone here knows of the stones. They're looming. But what do they look like to you? To all of you? Are they towering monoliths, weathered, cracked, covered in carvings or moss?
Definitely moss.
I love a good carving, like Stonehenge kind of carving.
It's
Anything
actually
specific? Or is it just lettering on it?
Ooh.
no, it's definitely not lettering. It's definitely got to be like figures. And I think that someone has been there recently and trimmed the moss so that like the carved in figure has like an afro of green moss.
Amazing, amazing. What legends do people tell about the stones? Are they protecting, dream givers, haunted, or something else?
Well, I've read that these are the mother stones. They protect and watch over the lands. They, they treat us well as long as we treat them well. We should probably clean off that moss at some point. But, yeah, they just watch over us like a caring mother. And make sure that everyone in the valleys stays safe. From ghosts and boogeymen.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah.
The boogeyman's real. That's what
What
I would think.
offerings have you or locals, especially the town that is coming up and the town that you all just left from, and the homes that are scattered that live outside those towns? What offerings do they leave at the stones? Are they tokens of gratitude, prayer, or something more unusual?
I think it's about leaving behind something meaningful. It can be a letter to someone you care about or from someone you care about. It can be your mother's favorite muffin recipe. Just something that means something to you that, kind of shows you're allowing these stones into your family and into your world.
I like the idea that if these stones kind of protect like a mother does, that there might be like a specific time of year that everybody in the surrounding area takes something that reminds them of their mother or mother figure, and offers that. So like maybe the recipe that your mom makes the best, you make that and you take it over. Or if your mother was particularly good at crocheting, maybe you take a little piece of crochet over there. Or something like if jasmine was your mother's favorite flower, you bring jasmine. It's like it is allowing the mother stones to also have a motherly place in your life.
I love that. That's beautiful. All right. Then, with the offerings and what they symbolize, I have a two-part question, and this is for anyone. How do they protect? Do they hum, glow, have magical properties? Does the figure that is carved in that represents the mother stones come out like a guardian.
I'm gonna knock that to Insha or Taylor.
Take your time.
I almost like the idea of them glowing, but then it's kind of like after a touch of these offerings, it glows, but then like it kind of like seeps into you so that you can feel that warmth of this like a thank you. And that's my answer, ladies and gentlemen.
Stone hug.
All right. Then
Oh my god, are you saying it's called Stone Hug instead of Stonehenge?
Have you got your stone hug today?
Amazing.
I will say the mother stones seem like what people say they are called, but I feel like the town of Claudia and locals from this side of the river call it Stonehug, which makes sense in my brain. But for Taylor, there's like a looming from your height. For Nyla, from your height, you can see a looming thunderstorm coming up. Like in the summer, you can smell it, and it's coming from the hills, and you can feel the rain on your fur. From what you could see, how does the storm interact with the stones?
I think when the raindrops drop on the stones, that the vines that wrap around it like starts blossoming like different types of flowers, maybe fruit and stuff to give back to the community, vegetables and stuff.
I love that.
That's really cool. All right. Now, though it is a little tense, and I do want to pick this and see the stampeding elephant beetles that have kind of, they're sizes of buffaloes. They're can be pretty aggressive if they feel threatened. And you don't want to be near them when they are moving as quickly as they do. They come to a calm, but what you can see in front, above the bank that you are kind of hiding behind. Imagine the hobbits hiding from like the ring wraiths. That's the idea. You see elephant beetle legs as far as the eyes could look, just all calm now, but the path ahead of you blocked. The professor turns to all of you and just starts biting through their nails. Oh gosh, how could we even walk through this? There is nothing. My assistant is supposed to be coming through, and I don't understand if he's even survived the trek. As the other taller person in the wandering group, Idris, you see a flash of green and eyes that are kind of darting left and right. Also, someone that you could voice. Looks to be a gecko. They have little like frantic moments where you're trying to I don't know, look at the next way to go, but they're scrambling in the little circle of the elephant beetles, and they're going from like one little one elephant beetle to the other, pretty much seeing like all walls are cornered off. And the professor looks up and says, "Oh, there he is."
I'm okay. Hello. I'm okay. But please help. Please help.
in the distance, you hear a voice of the porcupine yelling out for the professor, and the professor's like, "We're here! I found friends! Oh, I don't know if they can hear me."
Hello, we can't hear you. You're going to have to mime it for us.
Oh.
Okay?
Hang on.
A circle and a snake. The snake ate its own tail. No. There's a river. Snake.
What starts the snake? What?
The professor just says, "Shh, everyone! Oh, Pickles, you should know not to yell when there are elephant beetles around."
So I think this time Baya's just been, she's kind of like a little bit outside of the like little hidey hole, and she's kind of been looking around. And I don't know if I need to spend a token to find a little forgotten god. But I think she'll look at Echo. Do you hear that?
No.
If Echo listens really hard, she can hear a thump that's kind of like the it's like the same sound as when the elephant beetles are running, but it's quiet, it's muffled, it's like it's coming from a small creature instead. And I think Bai pushes aside some leaves and she finds this little, honestly, it looks like an elephant beetle shit. It's like kind of a little brown, a little interesting, but it's making the sound of these, like the same sound like the stampede of the elephant beetles. And Bai goes to pick it up, and she turns around and she says, "Well, this is the forgotten god of the stampeding thunder of elephant beetles." And she looks, "What would you like to be called?" And the little voice is like, "You can call me Hoof."
Oh, that's a cute name.
That's adorable.
That's
And
really
she looks, "Do you think that you could help us navigate through the elephant beetles? Because you have such a connection to them." "Yeah, it come from just the sound. I was born from the sound that their hooves make as they thunder. They thunder across the prairie. I could remind them that it's time to go."
I will take one token for that.
Yes.
This is for Taylor, if you wish. There is so there are the elephant beetles in your path. The professor just said that the noises could make them start running again. In between, there is a gecko named Pickles, and All the way in the distance, it looks like the partner that is a porcupine kind of waving, but you see them on the top of a hillside, and all the elephant beetles are surrounding them. Off to the distance, you see another like traveling cart, and you can voice them if you wish. There is a chipmunk, and every window there are tiny little chipmunks kind of poking out, but in the front they look to be femme, like with their hair and like a bow, and looks to be like a mom, and they're kind of yelling, like almost as if they're asking if anybody needs help. Would you like to voice them?
I was like, I could try my best. I was like, so the chipmunks are like the lizard porcupine. Chipmunks. I was like, I'm not good at voices. The chipmunk just pops up and be like, hello, you need help? Hello, hi, up here, help. Do you need?
You see the professor turn to all of you, just like, oh goodness, that's all we need. Just more noises. Can someone hold my hat? No. And then they cover their face, their capybara face with the hat, and just do deep breaths.
That's right. In and out. In
What
and
if,
out.
what if we all just yell from different directions and kind of confuse them?
I think Hoof can help us. How? And I will start walking towards the elephant beetles with Hoof.
In and out. In and out. Come on. In and out. In and out.
Oh, I forgot out.
No. Yeah, don't hold your breath. That's not the way.
Well, okay. All right. Hup walks ahead of all of you, just going through the path, up and around. And as everyone follows, the professor is at the back, holding onto their hat and just breathing in and out. Their eyes still pretty wide. They're following Echo, especially with the direction. So anytime Echo says out, they're like, oh, and in. So you just hear that silently behind them, like muffled behind a straw hat. Hope starts walking back and forth like is it a... What are those dogs that herd sheep?
Like
A shepherd?
like an Australian shepherd?
An Australian shepherd? They go around the slowly behind the elephant beetles, and you see them not nip at their legs, but almost floating between them, just being like, whoop, whoop. And as they do that, they part a little bit at a time, and like a herd, they start moving in a certain direction. First left, and then right. Pickles the gecko in the distance, you can see their eyes getting a little frantic. Like, oh no, where are they going? And you see them also like scurrying to the left, scurrying to the right. Just their eyes kind of not knowing where to walk. The professor just looks up. He's like, "All right, Pickles, we'll be right there. It's okay." Ooh.
Can you remember to tell him to breathe? Somebody, please. We're all right. We're okay. Breathe. Breathe, Professor, please. Oh, you forgot out. Somebody tell him out.
and they like adjust their bow tie. One by one, the elephant beetles start moving, left, right, and this winding path, very tiny, but enough to slowly squeeze by. Puff leads you all through the elephant beetles. As you all are surrounded by these elephant beetles, you see the height of them. Some of them with smaller babies. You see the more aggressive looking ones, the matriarchs of the herd, trying to be protective and lead everyone away from Hoof, because it seems to be like moving with the herd. The larger beetles at the front and the back, and as you're going through the middle, you just see the smaller ones, some of them eating the grass off the ground. This itself is a moment of beauty, because very rarely do people of the hills and valleys of this path get to walk amongst the elephant beetles. They don't get to see them up close. For Nyla and Idris, you're so close to them, you could feel their exterior brush up against your fur, up against your skin.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to touch you there. So sorry. Excuse me. Sorry. Oh, sorry
Just
to you as well.
moves aside. Another little trumpet moves aside.
Yeah, Nyla just squeezing bit, not saying excuse me or anything, just keeps on moving.
Do you think we can fry them? Like catfishes?
Ride them?
Yeah.
As I don't think that'd be appropriate right now.
Probably not, but it'd be awesome.
If we start riding them, what is that gonna help?
Well, then we'd be higher up and then we wouldn't be trampled because we'd be on top of them.
So we can climb a tree if we want to do that.
Yeah, but then we don't get to say, well, I rode a beetle. We say, well, I climbed a tree. That's not cool.
I was like, if you want to ride a beetle, you can. I'm gonna keep going.
Well, she said I could do it.
Bai is going to put an arm, like a little paw, a little brown paw on you. Like, maybe not.
All right, I'll try.
Like you look at her and she's not doing the slight like head tilt, like smile, like go ahead and do what you want to do. She's doing the little
All right.
The only thing
And-
that Echo heard was climb a beetle, so all she's doing is like climbing the beetle, and now she's riding the beetle. She doesn't even care.
The one that Echo is riding, at first they don't feel it, but when they do, they start like making like loud noises, and the professor's like, you see them, if they were almost clutching your hand, they were like, oh no, oh,
Breathe in and out. It's gonna be fine. Breathe in and out.
You're,
This is
you're
really
riding you're riding a beat.
Thank you so much. This is so much fun. This was
Well-
the best thing ever. This actually really improved my mood.
As Huff helps the beetle be okay with the situation, you see them kind of parting the path for you, and Echo and this elephant beetle with a beautiful exoskeleton of
they're like yellow.
Yeah.
I looked it up. They're like a nice yellow amber color.
it looks like a eastern sun kind of parting through like the mountains as all the herd kind of separates, and You come closer to the mother stones, the stone hug, and they start looming over you. There is a path around it that the elephant beetles have taken up, and at the top of it, you see the porcupine clutching at the stone, clearly have climbed all the way up to escape the herd. And scampering next to the professor is Pickles, the gecko. They have a tweed suit, but also a bow tie. They have like a clipboard and notes like a assistant to a professor would. High up on the stone, the porcupine looks down, and he just, in his hands, he has his backpack with scrolls, writing utensils, and a book that he's holding onto that's almost falling down. And from the pages and the cover, you can see The History of the Stones by Pip the Porcupine. Pickles runs up, the green in his gecko form just scrambles around the professor, holds their hand, and just helps them to breathe like calmly. And the professor puts his straw hat back on, rushes over to the stones, and says, "My dear, are you all right? Hope you aren't too startled. You can drop it. I can catch it." And Pip just says, "Finally, okay," and drops the book down for the professor to catch. They are still hugging the stone, though, just scared of heights a little bit, even though they're getting like reassuring statements from the professor and his assistant.
Do you also want to drop down? We can catch you.
No,
Just close your eyes and let go.
no.
Oh, that's a concerning statement.
I think I'm going to move here. We should just make a house here.
You look very uncomfortable. I feel like
just
you
move
should
up
be
here.
comfortable in
It's
your
all
house.
right. It could fit both of us if we just hug it.
I don't really want to be up here anymore. Can you get us down, please? I'm scared. Really scared. He's not breathing. Please.
I see not breathing. And you see the porcupine look down at their partner, just like, "You should be breathing. That's important
It's very
for
nice.
life."
It's not working. It never works. It just kind of keeps it in and just doesn't let it out. And it's a whole
Pickles.
thing.
I told you to watch over them. They're they get a little anxiety from just adventure. And they slowly start, like, just the porcupine quills and the weight of them, you just see them, like, slowly start sliding down the tower.
That's good.
Little bit at a time. Scooting just enough and enough. And the moss of it almost coming off of it just a little bit. Fruits that are starting to bloom off the vines. You see them like a small bud of strawberries starting from the rain. And a vine with blueberries and other berries start just ripening as the rain starts coming closer and closer. The elephant beetles start walking away to get some shelter. And finally, Pip lands on the ground, wipes off all the dirt, and rushes to their partner, the professor. And you see the porcupine and the capybara just do a quick hug. "It's all right. It's all right. I'm here. I'm here now. See? We're fine. You found friends." and somehow made it through. And you see the porcupine's face look at like surprise at Nyla, like everyone. Made it through the elephant beetles unharmed. How did you do that?
We're just built different.
I think Bai has gathered Hoof up. Would you like to travel with us, or do you need to travel with the elephant beetles? And it's like, no, I definitely need to hang out with the elephant beetles because if I don't hear their stampede, I will disappear.
That's so sad.
And Bai says, Hoof, I will add your name to my new book of Forgotten Gods, so you are not forgotten.
You're writing a book? We have to chat about this. I know it's not the time, but like, remind me later.
I think we don't have our cart here, so I don't quite know what to give you. But I'll give you another sound to take with you as an offering. And then she will make weird clicking sounds at Hoof for a little while. It's very... It's another sound of stampedes. And I think Hoof will take that offering and hop off and follow the elephant beetles.
When you say you could travel with us, everyone else could see Pip reassure his partners, like, you see, look, and they're traveling sorts, so you could adventure like you wanted to. And you can take Pickles with you. You see, everything works out. This is what you wanted, right? To alleviate your vapors, the anxiety you feel, adventure. Right? And you just see the capybara just like, no. If this is how it is every day, then how will I even... Nope, how will I even breathe? And they do another hug. And Pickles is just writing down certain things in their booklet.
You know,
right,
Pip.
Professor.
Sorry.
No.
You know, Pip, I like to think of it as the moments that make you forget to breathe are the moments that make you realize what it is to be alive.
I found that moment when I thought I couldn't see my darling Pip again, so, thank you for, guiding the way through the elephant beetles. They scared me. But if you are all a traveling sort, we're headed to the next town over. Actually, he's not. And he, referring to the porcupine, you see them, like, brushing off the stones and put their hands on their hips. Yeah, I'm actually studying these stones. I'm a historian. We're kind of a traveling couple. We thought we could split for the next town and meet up later so that I can have more time with the stones. Anyway, my name's Pip. Nice to meet you. And they go around and say hi.
Gotcha.
The boyfriend there is he likes to be called Professor, but
That's not his birth name?
Now, what is his birth name?
Bartholomew.
I thought his parents were just calling their shot.
He says that as his birth name, but it's not. It's actually Bartholomew. He's he's also an academic like I am. We met at school.
That's
And you
so
guys-
cute.
That's
You guys
lovely.
fell in love.
Oh yes. I was teaching a class and I was wearing my I like to make bow ties. I was making my bow tie, and I made one that was all the colors of that I could see, but I could only see brown and gray because it was a very gloomy day. So no one was saying like, "Oh, this was a wonderful bow tie," except for Barty there. So he looked up
That's
at me
cute.
and said, "You look very handsome," and then ran away and started breathing very, very like quickly, and then anxiously just came back and said, "Would you like to go on a date?" And then also almost ran away, but I stopped him because I wanted to say yes.
Oh, I love love. I love love so much.
The professor turns to Pip and says, "He always likes to tell everyone that I ran away, but I only ran away once. Came back." And they share this kind of like face where they're just kind of like teasing each other before they turn to the mother stones. And in front you see baskets of offerings. Photos, etchings, paintings of different mothers. And like a pearl necklace, a recipe for raspberry preserves, a jar of lemon honey, a scarf with a couple of holes in it, wrapped up beautifully with some dried flowers, and shoes. No longer needed to be worn, but offered to the stones. There is a carving on the stones, a figure, moss, hair in an afro, shaped, clean, beautiful, clearly tended to. And the more and more the rain starts getting closer and closer, and you feel little beads of it on your face, more and more fruits start growing on the vines.
Yummy. Leap is on one of the strawberries, just like yummy, yummy, yummy. Leap, did you ask the Mother Stone before you ate her fruit? It's cool, we're friends.
I think you still have to ask, though. Seems like a violation.
That's a good point. Is it okay if I eat some? If it is, then don't say anything.
No,
There
that's
you
not
go.
how that works.
That's a bad way to ask questions.
Okay, Lee. Why don't you come down now? And Leap comes down and crawls as the raindrops come. All of the small gods and Leap crawl into Bai's robes, and she pulls out a little umbrella. Oh. It's only big enough for her and the small gods. So I don't know what everyone else is gonna do.
The looming stones, everyone huddled around it. You see Pip, the historian, kind of look up with these eyes of just wonder at the stones, but also worry. Pretty evident. The professor sits down with Pickles and they start recounting the day. All right, Pickles. Day 1 of my adventure. Here we go. I embarked on my adventure with my loved one. And even though day 1 starts with me possibly having to say goodbye to my dear Pip and reunite later, it started off with the stampede of a herd. You got that?
Sir, just before we continue, do you want to make it so tragic, or do you want to just, you know what? I got it. Keep going. You're doing fine. Remember to breathe in and out when the sentences happen. Okay, let's go.
Yes. I think now that Pip is here, I should be good to go. But remember, this is all for academic purposes, so all facts. Give the people all the facts that you need, and they can derive any emotion from it. You can say that I was brave or scared, and then they can choose to what to believe.
Absolutely, sir. You are on the right track. This is why you are the smartest man that I've ever known. I'm writing this down.
Could I make a recommendation? I feel like you should really put the viewers in and express how long it was that you didn't know whether or not the other had survived. Two lovers trapped with a million different beetles between them. It's a beautiful story, really.
We should listen to this guy.
Before I met these wonders, I thought the very same.
Your love could have been gone. You had no idea.
Separated by a river
yes.
of beetles. I could see them far ahead.
Everybody has to
Touching
slow
to
a little
the
bit down. We're trying to get it all.
And then, what about the moment when you did realize your love was not trampled on by a bunch of beetles, never to be seen again? What went through your mind when you finally saw them?
Oh, the same that I thought when I looked to you, Pickles, and saw that you were safe. Just satisfied that I get to be on more adventures with the both of you, and that our goodbye wasn't cut short. And they look over to Pip, and they have a little smile. That's what I would say. I'm very glad that we are reunited.
Oh.
Thanks to all of you and Hoof, correct? We should make sure we put a footnote there that we were able to escape through the gallant efforts of a Hoof. Yes.
And how do you spell hoof again? Can we just a spell check just for me? Just HOO.
If we're thinking of the Queen's English, then it should be HOOF, but it could also be HOUEVF.
Okay,
What?
okay. Got it.
That's not a word.
It is now.
The professor says it's right. It's right.
Right. Be adding that to my dictionary.
Again, it is a name, so it could be anything.
Professor, this is going to make an incredible book. You should be so proud.
I agree.
Pickles
I'm glad
like
that
wolves.
you have joined me on this journey, so when you get your certification and you are able to teach, you can tell them that not only are you book smart, but you're both adventurous.
That makes me so happy. Thank you, Professor. Thank you.
He, as he sits down, he just looks like a teardrop shape as he gets really comfortable. He pulls one of the baskets that clearly look like packs, things like that are separate, and pulls open a picnic blanket that he packs for Pip and him and Pickles. and takes out a couple of sandwiches and lifts his arm and looks at all of you. Well, my heroes. Lunch.
Does it look like the rain will hold off long enough for us to eat lunch? What does anyone think?
Yeah, it has time. Like if you're feeling it in the breeze because there's strong winds in the meadow, but it's not like over you. It's coming. Oh, like you just hear rumbling at the distance.
Nyla was trying to improv. It's like, we probably got about, she sniffs the air, probably about 30 minutes.
No wonder you're adventuring this. That's incredible. You can smell the rain. It's brilliant.
Nyla's a
Really
princess.
hates being
Not,
wet.
I'm not a princess. And what?
She really hates getting wet, and she's like kind of masterfully reading the rain. Like, it's impressive.
I don't know of a town or a place that has a princess.
I'm not a princess.
She's a princess.
She tells people she's not a princess, but she's a princess.
She's a princess.
That's not
She has-
my title.
Look at her.
Sounds
She's
good.
gorgeous. Princess material.
We should start lunch before the rain comes.
All right. I have sandwiches, crackers, some cheese for anyone. Cheese. Yep. I made a little bit of a board for all of us to munch on, but I just put the entire thing in here. So here, you can grab whichever, except those. And they like pull like these rosemary kind of crackers. That's for my dear Pip.
Oh, that's so cute.
Very cute. Nyla will go to the stone hug and like give it an offering of some beads from her charms and stuff from her necklace as a thank you, as she start picking off some berries and fruits and stuff from there and put it in her basket.
A glowing, almost steel blue, ghost-like visage that kind of comes from the stones. It looks like they were sitting somewhere, like if the stones were the remnants of a figure sitting on a rocking chair, and they're getting up, and as they get up, this visage comes up and pats Nyla on the head, and you just hear a voice, "Thank you." And on the top of your head, this glowing light kind of goes up on your forehead and remains there, like someone has like put it on you, like a little blessing for the day.
Oh my god, Nyla just met a ghost who confirmed she's a princess. Oh my god.
That's not at all what
It's
just
all happening.
I was
You
like,
tell
I
me
just
that's
wanted,
not a ghost tiara.
I just wanted berries. I was like, that's not how being a princess works. That was a ghost or spirit thing.
Write this
My
down,
hair is
Pickles.
floating. And it's like, what kind of berries y'all want?
Princess berries.
What? No, I was like, I'm about to walk away now.
No, we have to interview you. Well, everyone will want an interview. Honestly,
Sure.
they're the ones they're studying these stones. Actually, that's why we've kind of made a little camp here. Don't tell them I told you, but they're a bit upset about something with the stones. I'm not sure what it is. They're not telling me, but that surely should have gotten a reaction from him. So, and the professor just like takes off his hat again, feels the rain. He's like, All right, if we have less than 30 minutes, then
Well, I'll go to Pip then. Echo, here's the berries.
Oh, okay. Thank you for the princess berries.
They're strawberries.
From a princess.
Who?
You.
It's like, I don't know who you is. I'm Nyla, but have a great day. That will make her way over to Pip, like hair glowing and all this stuff. And I was like, Pip, I was told to come see you for your research.
oh, do you study the stones?
No, but I just saw a spirit come out of the stone and my hair is glowing now.
Oh, it is. You actually got a visit. You got them to wake up. Wow.
Oh, I didn't mean to wake them up. Were they sleeping?
Well, the locals say they wake up if they give offerings, and when they kind of adjust their body around and the quills kind of turn towards you, you see baskets, and they're all the same. And even the one that they're holding is the same. It seems to look like offerings that Pip have given, almost by the number of them, 5. So 5, one a day for 5 days, and they just turn to you and just say, "They've never appeared for me."
Oh. What are you offering?
Well, I don't know. I'm offering anything, really. I've worked on this study on the stones all my life, honestly. There's stones all around the lands like these with different spirits and protection, and some are haunted and some are, well, require study, and sometimes they want different things, so I brought one of each that they would like.
Yeah. I don't know if this is going to require a token or not. I'm going to. Well, I just gave them beads from my home, which is very important to me. If you don't mind me telling a story from my home, we collect beads to make. Every bead has it's a different color, different designs, and they store our memories of our like fondest moments or sad moments, and we just make a long charm of each bead. It's like red to me was like the day when me and my mom we picked apples one time, so I put that in there. As I did clear, I could like clear just means the day of the winter festival, and so I just gave a couple of my memories to the stone hug. So I don't know if you need to give something that's important to you or connects to you and see if that helps.
Bai is sitting next, has been listening, and she pipes up with, "You should offer something that reminds you of your mother." Nyla gave a bead that reminded her of when they all went berry picking.
Pip starts going through the different baskets. One of them, it looks to be offerings for maybe stones or areas of rituals where I don't know, they require certain things that are like a specific color. So they're all like blue plates and blue things, and then they take that out. They start going through it, and they finally come to the last, which is their work. What they have worked on for a long time, like booklets of history. The History of the Stones, Part 1, History of the Stones, Part 2, like that. He clutches them and says to Nyla to buy while everyone else is having some lunch, in kind of a little whisper. Don't really have anything of value. I've really published anything, and this is really my life's work, so really what I haven't. And then they look to buy and like very quietly mutter, I don't have anything from my mother.
Do you have a memory of her? Or not necessarily your mother, but someone who fulfilled that role for you?
And you do have something from your mother, though. 'Cause they're a porcupine, right?
Mhm.
Oh, you have the quills. Is that what they're called?
Mhm.
Yep. I was like, you have your mom's DNA always on you. And she points at the quills. You just poke one out, and that should do. But they're pointing to you, right?
So I don't really know them, but I guess I could do a ritual if you can help me talk to the spirit of the stones and say if this is acceptable. And they go to a loose like quill, and they're like slowly try to get one, and they put it down at the altar and think of, like, they just close their eyes and you see them just being like, I don't really remember you.
What
Don't
is
really.
a happy memory that you want to tell Stonehug?
Maybe a memory of when you felt safe.
Mhm.
Because that's what Stonehug provides, safety.
They kind of close their eyes really tightly and they squint out and they're trying to think of safety, but they look at you by and say, you give me a hint on what would work? Do you? I don't know. I don't really have safe.
Bai is going to kind of tilt her head and nod, and she will kneel down in front of the Stonehug. And Aya and Ravel will come out from her sleeves. And she'll draw like a little bit of a circle and like gesture for Pip to put a quill in. And then she'll take Pip's hands and hold Pip's hand over the quill and say, Mother Stone, sometimes we don't remember our mother, but we give this piece of ourselves to request that you protect us like a mother should. And to thank you for that blessing. And Pip, maybe just think that maybe the Mother Stone can be your protector and make you feel safe and wanted. You just maybe need to put your trust.
The eyes of Pip close really tightly, and you see behind them the professor Barty just holding onto them, like with a pat on his shoulder, and his other hand is held by Pickles. All three of them just trying to give support. All two of them giving them support to Pip. Pip, he mutters, please, before that visage gets up again. And they're clear now because of the thunderstorm that's coming in and the sky darkening a bit, so you can see the teal visage of the spirit of the stones clutch around Pip. And Nyla for being close, Mira for being close. You could hear the whispering. For one who doesn't have one, let me be a shoulder. And they pull them close. Rest. Right. Be. And as they just finish their what looks to be a hug, a small mark of the glowing visage just sits on Pip's forehead. And he breathes out a deep, wow. Well, thank you. And you see him take out his books and start writing, and set up his little camp to start his study of the stones. The professor turns to you, Nyla, and Bai, and says thank you. As the storm clouds come in, you hear the cart that was coming up start racing closer and closer. A couple of different heads pop up, the chipmunk little kids. Oh my god, Mom, stop the cart! Mom, look, we're getting really close, stop the cart! And at front, the chipmunk pulls on the reins of two... Give me insects. Give me insects.
Stink bug.
Mosquito.
Thousand legs.
Oh no.
Millipedes.
Two millipedes rear up as the mother chipmunk looks to everyone.
Hello there, dearies. Well, it's really about to rain, so if you want to hop on, now's the time. Chip, chip, Hero.
With that, we're going to take our break. Y'all, thank you so much for everyone who donated today. We reached our goal, by the way, which is incredible. So we are at $500 to the Loveland Foundation. We're going to take a 10-minute break, so we'll be back at the top of the hour. So everyone, go rest up. For everyone who donated to add a new Kith companion, we are at 3-4 now. So thank you. I love that because I'm just going to toss it to the players to play them, but it's awesome because there's so many people on the board right now. But we will see y'all in, actually no, we'll be at 8:01. We'll start the break now. We'll see y'all in 10 minutes. Bye.
Home and here. Now that it's all disappeared, picking up pieces and writing a letter to the me from the yesteryear. Take a step, take a breath, moving forward one day then the next. Who I am, who I was, what will happen, will I be the cause? Home, not here. Only the stars will remember the way that it was, the way that it is, the way that it now will be. The way we move on, the ways we stay strong, together as one on our journey. Home and here. Now that it's all disappeared, picking up pieces and writing a letter to the me from the yesteryear. Take a step, take a breath, moving forward one day then the next. Who I am, who I was, what will happen, will I be the cause? Home, not here. Only the stars will remember the way that it was, the way that it is, the way that it now will be. The way we move on, the ways we stay strong, together as one on our journey. Home and here. Now that it's all disappeared, picking up pieces and writing a letter to the me from the yesteryear. Take a step, take a breath, moving forward one day then the next. Who I am, who I was, what will happen, will I be the cause? Home, not here. Only the stars will remember the way that it was, the way that it is, the way that it now will be. The way we move on, the ways we stay strong, together as one on our journey. Home and here. Now that it's all disappeared, picking up pieces and writing a letter to the me from the yesteryear. Take a step, take a breath, moving forward one day then the next. Who I am, who I was, what will happen, will I be the cause? Home, not here. Only the stars will remember the way that it was, the way that it is, the way that it now will be. The way we move on, the ways we stay strong, together as one on our journey. the cause. Home, not here. Only the stars will remember the way that it was, the way that it is, the way that it now will be. The way we move on, the ways we stay strong, together as one on our journey. Disappeared, picking up pieces and writing a letter to the me from the yesteryear. Take a step, take a breath, moving forward one day then the next. Who I am, who I was, what will happen, will I be the cause? Home, not here. Only the stars will remember the way that it was, the way that it is, the way that it now will be. The way we move on, the ways we stay strong, together as one on our journey. Disappeared, picking up pieces and writing a letter to the me from the yesteryear. Take a step, take a breath, moving forward one day then the next. Who I am, who I was, what will happen, will I be the cause? Home, not here. Only the stars will remember the way that it was, the way that it is, the way that it now will be. The way we move on, the ways we stay strong, together as one on our journey. Disappeared, picking up pieces and writing a letter to the me from the yesteryear. Take a step, take a breath, moving forward one day then the next. Who I am, who I was, what will happen, will I be the cause? Home, not here. Only the stars will remember the way that it was, the way that it is, the way that it now will be. The way we move on, the ways we stay strong, together as one on our journey. Disappeared, picking up pieces and writing a letter to the me from the yesteryear. Take a step, take a breath, moving forward one day then the next. Who I am, who I was, what will happen, will I be the cause? Home, not here. Only the stars will remember the way that it was, the way that it is, the way that it now will be. The way we move on, the ways we stay strong, together as one on our journey. disappeared, picking up pieces and writing a letter to the me from the yesteryear. Take a step, take a breath, moving forward one day then the next. Who I am, who I was, what will happen, will I be the cause? Home, not here. Only the stars will remember the way that it was, the way that it is, the way that it now will be. The way we move on, the ways we stay strong, together as one on our journey. Disappeared, picking up pieces and writing a letter to the me from the yesteryear. Take a step, take a breath, moving forward one day then the next. Who I am, who I was, what will happen, will I be the cause? Home, not here. Only the stars will remember the way that it was, the way that it is, the way that it now will be. The way we move on, the ways we stay strong, together as one on our journey. Disappeared, picking up pieces and writing a letter to the me from the yesteryear. Take a step, take a breath, moving forward one day then the next. Who I am, who I was, what will happen, will I be the cause? Home, not here. Only the stars will remember the way that it was, the way that it is, the way that it now will be. The way we move on, the ways we stay strong, together as one on our journey. Disappeared, picking up pieces and writing a letter to the me from the yesteryear. Take a step, take a breath, moving forward one day then the next. Who I am, who I was, what will happen, will I be the cause? Home, not here.
And welcome back. Hello, everyone. We returned back to the meadow. The beautiful meadows before the next town. A storm kind of coming up. Rain kind of hitting against a cart. A window with a younger chipmunk. And then their siblings start poking out. Why'd the cart stop? Mom, he punched me again.
You know how I feel about punches. Hello there! The rain is coming! Hop on!
There's no room. What do you mean there's no room? That's because you're in my spot, you stinky butt. And then just start, like, you just hear two of the heads of the chipmunks go back and, like, fighting. And then the oldest one pops out, like the flapping like door for the window kind of like hits against it before it pops back out again, saying, "Made room, Mom. Get
Good
on
job.
board."
Good job.
And the back door to the cart opens to everyone.
Shall we hop on?
Yes.
Wait.
Mhm.
I was always taught never to go on carts with strangers. Hello, my name is Idris. And you are?
I do have a name for them, but feel free, Zoop.
I had. Oh, that's right. 'Cause I had a chipmunk with 10 children. Oh, yes, my name is Parvati. Great to meet you.
Parvati, fantastic to meet you. Thank you for the ride. All right,
Absolutely.
we're no longer strangers. We can all go on board.
Perfect. I can tell you all sorts of things if you want to know. That is Milo, and that is Arjun, and that is Alejandro, and that is Kate. There are also 6 other children. Don't test me on their names right now.
Do you know their names?
Yes,
I'm Kate.
Are you?
sometimes.
Oh.
That's Kate.
I'm Kate.
My
Alejandro's
name's
like-
Sneeze.
Kate called me a stinky butt, Mom.
I think I'll just stinky doodoo pants.
He called me a stinky doodle pants in front of strangers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, don't you worry. I have smelled a stinky doo-doo pants, and you are not one of those.
Echo goes up to him and just sniffs him and goes, "Oh, I get the name now."
They pop back inside the cart, and then you just hear fighting. Milo, it comes out "Stop fighting! You only smell like that once in a while, Kate. Kate, come here. Help. No, actually, don't help him. He'll be fine." And then this cart looks kind of like the kind of like your Fed Up cart, where it has different rooms all stacked up together. But they're all the same shape and color, and there's no crash involved. And the millipede in front is black and red, and as it stopped moving, Parvati comes down and helps everyone on board. You see the professor, the capybara, kind of looking up, again, Wanderers, would you mind, don't know, someone to join on your journeys, and someone meaning my friend and his assistant?
I thought you were already joining us.
Well, I had to make it formal, don't I?
I mean, we have an extra room on the cart, so you can have that if you want.
Well, that sounds wonderful. All right there, Pickles. Get our stuff. I have to say goodbye to Pip. And Parvati, nice to meet you. Do you mind us joining as well? We're going to be joining them, but you're taking.
Oh, I assumed you were all getting on board. Is someone staying behind?
Yes, my partner Pip. He has to study the stones, and we said that we'll meet in the next town.
Oh, right, the stones. Everybody, go drop off your pictures. And all 10 of the kids jump out of the cart and drop off their pictures. They each had drawn a picture of their mom. And from the youngest one, where it's a scribble, to the oldest one, which was actually very well done. They give those. they offer those to the stones, and then they all hop back on.
Nala whispers to Echo, it's like, I don't know if I can handle 10 kids. I may just end up walking.
Oh wow, a snow leopard! We've never seen that before.
Oh.
Can
Yeah.
I pet your hair?
Okay,
No.
okay, Lemon. That's not how we talk to strangers.
I just want to touch her real quick. Can I just really touch her real quick? And just reach
No, thank you, child. No.
Milo just like squashed every one of their like siblings' hands. No. You can have my room if you're staying on board, but the sitting room has room enough for the trip to the next town. No, Lemon, and they look at.
Watch out.
Nope. Everyone behind me now. Oldest to youngest. Let's go. Formation.
I'm Kate.
Me and Kate are the same age. Do I get in front of her or in back of her? I don't know the line order anymore.
We do numerical order.
Hey, we're the same age, Kate.
Oh, alphabetical order.
My name. Oh, then I get in front of you.
Actually, never mind. Numerical order.
Oh, that's not fair.
After what is it? Lemon, Kate, and God, I can only think of N for Nate.
Nick.
Nate, you play Nick, and then like another one. They start like marching up with Milo at the front, Alejandro all the way at the end, with his little blankie, and he starts sucking on his thumb, and he just goes up and he's just like, I don't want to do a line, and then he puts his picture as an offering, and all of them have like the small glowing blessing on them, and they get back up on the cart. As you guys get into the cart, it's pretty roomy for chipmunks, and a family of 10 and mom. The sitting room has the like old-fashioned furniture of a big rug, a chandelier that was like the lights that are carved where the candles are carved like acorns and pine cones and things like that. And it's almost like a those camping RVs where it looks very good, but like with a lot of people, it's not that comfortable. So with the professor and Pickles joining in, as you sit around the sitting room, there's like a small little couch on one corner, some chairs, and what looks to be like the remnants of the kids coloring. You could see what Kate and Alejandro are fighting over, which was like a crayon that broke. And you see Kate pick it up and run up the stairs to hit her room, and Alejandro's like, no, that's mine! And he starts running behind them. And outside you hear Parvati saying, all right, Milburn, let's get off to the millipede.
Milburn, the millipede. I will...
Alliteration day, I don't know what that means.
I will mention Bai also has the glowing light as well. Mm-hmm. Because the Mother Stone knows that her offering was really the act of offering, because how she learned to talk to the forgotten and lost gods was from her mother. So every time she talks to or meets a new forgotten or small god, she's honoring her mother in some way.
Yep, all of you have offered, have that on your head. The kids all have that. Milo, the oldest, opens up like this window that's 3 times the size as the other like smaller windows that the kids like poked out from, and he helps everyone get adjusted. Pickles has like a little stool that he's sitting on, and the ride starts. And from the window, the like fresh air comes in, and you can see the rain kind of going against the hillside, and the storm clouds making the sky like part gray, and you can see in the distance mosquitoes flying in the air, flocking back from the south because it's no longer wintertime. And the herd of elephant beetles. You see a colony of ants in the distance start like chopping down things and putting certain like things up, and carrying them back, a herd of their own. And in the air, you see the bees just circling and doing a little dance as the cart starts moving and moving.
All right, everybody, hold on tight. It's about half an hour to the next town. We're gonna try to beat the rain.
Milo just goes around and says, "Oh, got it, Mom. All right."
No, I got it.
Kate got it. Yeah, 30
Yeah.
minutes. 30 minutes, and then we can go to the next town. Nick, you are in charge of cleaning up your room. And Lemon, help me get snacks.
Yeah, I was actually gonna offer, Mr. Walrus, would you like a piece of my pie? And you look down and it's a mud pie.
I would be delighted to have some of that pie.
Awesome!
What is this, chocolate?
I don't think you want to eat that, sir. That's not what you want.
I made it a little earlier today, and then I put it.
Nutritional value is not there, sir. Oh no. Okay.
That's a really, really good.
Oh, I'm
pie
so glad because
you had
Milo
there.
says that it's not.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not
Milo
good.
is definitely just jealous of. Wow. Can I get some water?
Milo, hearing his name twice, runs up to the kitchen. You hear what sounds like a barrel being moved and like a squeak of something. Comes running back down. Large mug full of water, just only
Yes,
clean cup
thank
I
you,
could find.
thank you. Oh, thank God. That was delicious.
Sorry about that.
You really have a talent that you should keep on working on.
All right.
Lemon goes and runs to Kate and goes, Kate, guess what? Guess what? Yes, you're never gonna guess, Kate. Kate, guess what? He ate the lemon pie. Oh, the mud pie. Sorry, he ate the mud pie. Kate, we're gold.
We're going to get it. We should also add worms to it.
He already ate it, but
You can get more.
I think we can
It's rude
get
to
him
not-
to eat it again.
It'd be rude to not have second.
It'd be so rude. Oh my god.
Very rude, very rude. We can also give the soup.
Oh my god, the soup.
The soup.
We have to get the soup.
Yes, the soup. It's like
Where's Lemon?
Kay will go to her room and pull out this jar of sludge
Oh my god.
from the swamp from their adventures.
Nasty.
Oh, look at what you have there. That looks so
Soup.
nice. Oh,
It's our
a-
delicacy.
It's top notch. It's been reviewed 3-star Michelin.
Yeah, everybody in the family eats it.
Yeah.
So that's edible.
yes.
Of course.
Oh,
Nyla's like, I'm sitting this one out.
I
Here's
is
a
just
spoon, sir.
smiling.
Bye.
yeah. Let's all eat the soup together.
I think it's
This
just
isn't
enough
liquid.
for you.
I'm
Yeah.
confused as to how it's soup.
It's liquid.
Is it?
Yeah,
It seems
Yeah.
more of a plasma to me.
Is plasma not
mean-
liquid?
yeah.
It's kind of in between liquid and
Why
solid.
are you doubting my sister? Just eat the soup, sir.
No, you're right. It's rude
Are you
of me
calling
to
me
not-
stupid?
You're
No.
calling my sister a liar.
I would. No, that's not.
You're
what,
making my sister cry.
I didn't mean to do
How
that.
dare you? You just eat the soup. We made it so special for you.
Yeah, I'll eat the soup.
Here's your spoon.
A wooden bowl, like she'll pour out the sludge, wiping
Thank
off her little
you.
tears.
So much. I'm really excited to try this.
Nyla's like,
Oh.
that smells delicious.
Yeah,
Milo has
Nyla,
run
would
back
you-
down and sees what's in Aegis's hand, and standing next to this like big bay window kind of size, like imitates like that. Guys, look over here. There's a mountain over, and then they like
A mountain?
just enough, and Milo's like, do it.
Nyla's like, over there. Oh, you're sure.
And it goes like back and forth a whole bunch, and then they turn back around. He's still holding it. That was really, that was really good soup. But I'm kind of full from the pie and the soup and we just had lunch before you picked us up. So I just, you could put this back in, I'll have it later, and then, you know,
Yeah, you can have it later. Here, thank
yeah.
you. And
My
Milo
mom said
takes
it's
it.
rude if you don't have a clean plate.
well, your mother's not my mother.
Oh, I'm gonna.
so-
I will eat it, and they like mimic.
Are you gonna be rude to my mother now?
That she invited you
No.
to our home.
This is wild for somebody who's new to be rude to my mother and to be rude to my sister and my little brother. He gave you mud pie, sir. That's wow.
No, get why you hate kids now.
I never said I hated them. There's just a lot
But
of them
you
at
implied
once.
it with your words and actions.
There's just a lot of them at once.
Bai looks to Idris and says, "Maybe you could entertain them with a story."
Story.
Yeah. Would you like to hear the story of the princess who met a ghost?
Oh my god. Yes.
Even Milo, the oldest, you see his head pop out and come down the stairs, and after he gets all the kids kind of settled down around you in the sitting room of this not bumpy but very smooth riding cart, he even settles down and says, "Yeah, I want to hear."
Yeah, so there was this princess, and she was from the blanket, and she was a wolf. Yep. And so she was all traveling around because people up in the blanket were being mean, and she was like, "We have to help people," and they were like, "No." And then, so anyway, that's just the backstory. So then the princess is down, and trapped by a giant herd of these beetles, and they're like, "What do we do?" And then her super smart friend, the tortoise,
is like, yo, I found this little god, and we can use it to walk through the herd without being attacked. And the princess is like, that's genius. And they go through, and then they
You don't
ride
tell
on the
stories
herd
much,
because
do
it's
you?
really good. Well, sometimes I'm more of a writer, and this is kind of off the top of the dome. So, stop being rude, okay? I ate the pie. I did that for you. For all of you.
Nyla would just chuckle at it. Guys, it just is a great storyteller.
He's kind of feels like he's skipping the most important parts, though.
Yeah, and where is the parts like Mom always says like, and there was a princess, but that isn't there.
Well, I was just trying to like set the scene a little bit
In
before
my
I
stories,
started
there's
talking.
always a guy named Earl. Where's Earl?
Okay. Elle's in the bathroom.
Tell the
Is
story
he
about the
making mud
dragon.
pies?
She's making mud pies in the bathroom. Who makes pie in the bathroom?
And I was like, you can't argue with kids.
Well, when they're not making sense, you have to talk to them like adults and make them make sense, because
Is
pies
that
don't get made
another-
in the bathroom.
Is that another way of saying you're pooping?
There's a
Did I
story
eat
about
poop?
pooping.
Making
You guys make me eat
pies.
poop.
Making pies in the bathroom means pooping.
Alejandro starts singing, pooping, 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 pooping. And Milo says, there was a princess, and like says it in like the big mom story voice. And all the kids are like, yeah, so a princess?
Oh, is it my turn now?
Nyla just looked at Idris and was like, run now while you can.
I can't. This cart is made for much smaller creatures than me. I'm stuck in this room.
Nyla's just like, just say there's a dragon, and the dragon was burning down the forest or something like that.
There's a dragon, and the dragon ate the princess. End of story.
That's not how stories work.
Well, it is this one.
I want more story.
The princess died!
The princess dies? Are you saying that the princess died to make my sister cry? What is wrong with you, sir? Open our home
We invited you in. I need to go make a pie in the bathroom.
You're making my brother have to make pie. What is wrong, sir?
I'd like to walk.
No, it's like, I was like, we could have walked.
I feel like we need to smash cut to 30 minutes later.
It's so funny.
The sounds of the kids talking drowns out a lot of the thunderstorm that is clearly getting farther and farther away. Even the professor and Pickles are, their heads are outside the window, reveling in the moment of beauty. Oh, right here, Pickles. Day 1, my travels commenced. I said goodbye to my love, but I'll see him shortly. No, that's too much feelings. We need real information. Okay. We're on a cart. End chapter.
No, sir. I think you need more feelings, less skipping, if you get my drift.
This is an academic memoir of my journey as an adventurer.
I understand that, sir. I very much do. However, I think they would be all too delighted to hear about your lady love.
I would say Pip is he him, but
Sir love.
oh,
Nailed it.
Lady Love just rolls off the tongue really, really easily.
agreed.
Lad love.
But then
Lad Love! That, oh my god, that sounds
About
like a
my lad
that
love.
sounds like a
I will
twink
miss his
dating
quills.
site.
I will miss his quills. I guess I will finally get some good night's sleep because he does quite snore, but it's all right. Do miss it already. I wonder if he's thinking of me. It's only been 30 minutes. I hope he is.
If I may interrupt again, sir. I will say, when we were across from you during the beetle herd, he very much expressed that he wanted to get back to you as fast as possible so that you may breathe again. I think he meant that metaphorically, and also literally, and also figuratively, and also all the least. So I think he loves you very, very much. Do not qualm on that. But this is good emotion, sir. This is good emotion for the book. I think the academics will love it.
The mind wanders sometimes, and you think, well, what if he found a more handsomer capybara in the 30 minutes that I have been away?
I doubt there
And
is
then you
any
start
more
thinking
capybara
about,
that is more
have
handsome.
I tucked in my shirt when I last saw him, or did I wipe off the crumbs of my sandwich? I did not when I last kissed him. But his beard was so nice. And I'm sure you're right. You're right. You're correct. He cannot forget me in 30 minutes. And he leans up out of the window, like, "Bye, my love," and just waves at the distant mother stones.
The man is down
and-
bad, I presume.
Comes back in, clutches his straw hat, like breathes in and out. And as you all see him clutch his straw hat and turn back to all of you, the meadow kind of opens out to a beautiful hillside town. The sun beaming down on it. It has these towering homes, like almost climbing the side of the hill, all the way to the top. Flags of green and yellow. This is probably the largest town one of the largest towns you have before the last hill. And even at the top, you can see when Parvati's cart takes a turn, the other hills that dot around this one have more homes. It's almost like a city on top of all the hills. Much bigger than Pinemead. Much noisier, louder. And as you start getting up the hill,
The Shire.
you hear people. It's a lot louder than I thought. I'll put you over here. You hear people. You see a family of birds, a stray cat kind of walking around. Get your fish here. Get your fish right here at this stall. Only today. Not yesterday, only today. Not tomorrow either. Only today. A family of owls opening, doing their laundry and hanging stuff on, the lines between the houses. A snake, a deer. There is even a bearded dragon kind of scuttling past the carts that are coming into this large town. Excuse me. Okay, and then you see them carrying whole things on their shoulders. A seal who's walking down from one alleyway, almost right in front of Parvati's cart, but they're I was about to do a real New York accent, be like, "I'm walking here," and just you see them try to cross. And
Hello, Mr. Myers. Parvati yells, "Hello, Mr. Myers.
Oh, it's you, Parvati. Well, welcome back.
Thank you
You
so
got the
much.
kiddos?
We're so excited to be home. Yes.
Oh, I see Milo. Oh, where's the? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There. I bet they're all in there. And then you
They're
see
all in there.
Alejandro.
They all got to see Carlos, and now we're coming back.
Oh, well, that's good to hear. Well, I'll see y'all later, and I better see you at school, Milo. Actually, no, you're not. Wait, Alejandro. What? I'll see you at school. And the older seal passes. And as the cart kind of moves further and further into town, you see an area of. Area is the town that I had. There is a stall or like parking lot kind of place where all the traveling carts are in, and you see Glenna, who had went ahead, and not because Maz forgot that they were there, and Marguerite. You see them like hugging and like sharing a kiss, and you see Jian and Timu eating from their food. And as soon as they see any of you in the window, especially if they see Echo, like a dog, like ready to go back to their owner, they start pulling at their cart, and you just hear them just coming after, like closer and closer. Parvati kind of yell, like would like can see that and can warn anyone inside the cart about the earthworms.
Is this where you want to get off? We're going a little bit further up into the up a couple streets. Our home is there, but we can let you off here.
That would be fantastic if you could. I'm just gonna kind of scoot my way out because they look hungry, and I hope they still like me. Okay, thank you though for the ride. You've been so like lovely.
Oh, kids, say bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
All
Milo
right,
just quietly, bye.
time to get you all home and ready for bed so you can go to school tomorrow.
Sarah, would you like to have the rest of the mud pie?
You know, I would love to take that in a to-go box.
How about to go jar?
That would be just as good. Yeah, I'll take the jar. And I'll definitely eat this. I promise that. That is true.
No, it's like I'll make sure he does. Every single last bit.
Please don't.
Thank you.
he's like, you don't trust me?
And she as everyone gets out, Parvati cracks the whip again for Milborn, and they trundle off further up the street. And like that, we say bye to 11 NPCs.
Bye.
There was only one, but I felt like Parvati should be with her kids because they do
Yeah.
have 10 kids.
Yeah.
They actually, so Carlos, her husband, works like far away, and so they actually go on summer vacation to visit Carlos where he's working and then come back home. He's making money to keep his family afloat, but unfortunately Parvati doesn't get to see Carlos very often. It's a whole story, don't worry about it.
These chipmunks, dang. You know? Timu and Xian, they first do that like sniff around you, Echo, like, where have you been? And they like are just sniffing everything, like, oh, what is this smell? What is this smell?
I'm
Xian
sorry.
at first is like, sniffing around for treats. Doesn't see any. And if an earthworm could huff and turn around and give you side eye, because how dare you leave him? That is what is happening.
I'm sorry. Like, it's not technically my fault. Technically, there was like things that happened, and like I don't really know how to explain them. But like, would you kind of like settle for a hug until I can get your treats back? Group hug, everybody. Timu,
Timu
Shian.
hugs, and Ian like comes with, but they like puff over like a horse does, like a little like over your head.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
With the both sorries, Tian nuzzles you a little bit longer. Happy, he's really happy that you've returned. And as every one of you come close, possibly to Nyla and Idris, who had Timu before? They had Timu, right? They get close to Nyla and Idris, as Timu originally came from their cart, and to Idris, as if they're saying, "They've missed you."
I've missed you too. It was treacherous. We met this really big mean man and then a bunch of evil children. It was awful. I just want to stay with you next time.
Are you talking about the guy that looks like? Are you talking about Nyla's friend, the mean man? Is that him?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't that mean? He was just kind of.
Well, you know, agree to disagree, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Yeah, it's okay.
I thought his personality was left a little wanting.
Sure. Okay, that's okay. Yep.
It's just like he was like, "Oh, I'm so cool. I built a
don't-
bridge."
I
Like,
really
come on.
don't think he ever
I could
said
have built
that.
a bridge.
You
He
just-
said it with his eyes.
Oh,
He mean
okay.
mugged me a lot.
I don't
So,
think he
you know.
mean mugged you. I think he kind of.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Oh, you know what? That is absolutely fair.
Leaf jumps onto your shoulder. Is like, next time I see him, I'm gonna beat him up.
Yeah, thank you. At least I have some support from one of my friends. High five, Leaf.
Your friend is like this big.
Yeah.
Echo just goes back and hugs like Sheehan.
And I was just watching everything with her. I'd be like, all right, guys.
Does anyone want this jar of trash?
Oh, I'm about to watch you eat that.
I'm good.
He's like, you don't want to keep it as an offering to someone?
I guess I'll keep it.
Yeah, it's a nice
I'll
conversation
find
starter.
something to do with it. Yeah, I guess. Check this out. Kids made me trash. That's a good conversation starter, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Wonderful.
In this new town, there are flags for the upcoming festival that you all have been traveling to reach. It goes from hillside to hillside, valley to valley. Even all the towns before have been preparing. All the festivals that you've seen before, the pine cone, the lanterns, they are building up, I guess, little bit by little to this one moment. But this is the town before the hill that you all go to. And it's a quiet little area where people can offer and music is played and everyone can enjoy. But before we even talk about that festival, what are things about Teria, the town or city, that you know, that you all know, and anyone can answer this, like a description or a cool shop
They
or how it
have
started.
they have an outdoor bazaar
Love that.
where there are people, they're selling silks or spices or like steel like kadais to like cook your rotis on or like whatever. It's I don't know what else people sell. Probably some jewelry, some fish, stuffed animals. It's weird. They're not stuffed animals, they're stuffed people. It's this idea that all of the animals of this world have of what like a weird alien race would look like, but if we
Ew,
looked
it's
at
got
it
no hair. Where's its fur? This one has a
kids
small patch on its chest. I guess that's okay.
kids like the smoothness. And they dress them up in little outfits. They're human dolls.
This description is the word.
Wait. Which is worse, this one or the fish?
Honestly, the fish. You got me there.
The fish were beautiful. You didn't see the vision. I think as a big city, what was this place called? Terria?
Mhm.
Terria, as one of the largest cities of the land, is known for having the largest library ever. Period.
Amazing. Yeah, there is a bazaar. As soon as you guys turn, you can see it roaring with the life. There's even like stalls where there's what looks to be like Korean barbecue, because we thought about it, we never added in, and there's Korean barbecue, and there's just like grills and people cheering and drinking from the inside. And far off in the distance, you see all the towering homes and apartments, but a domed building, and even from this distance, the glass that you can see the tall bookshelves, filled with books and archives and stories. Glenna comes to all of you guys and gives a hug. Marguerite says, "Oh, well, now that you're here, we can head on home. But I hope all of you had a wonderful journey. We did miss you." And as they like turn to say goodbye to everyone, Glenna gives you, Nyla, like a card saying, "For any of your traveling needs, Glenna and Marguerite."
It was like, so like Nyla takes you said a card. Yeah, Nyla takes the card. And it's like, thanks. I was like, do you guys know how to repair cloaks?
Oh, yes. Third store down this street. Ask for Pippin. He's a penguin.
Naming things is hard, yo.
And the penguin's so cute though.
Pippin. Yeah. So thanks. I'll go. I'll check it out in a minute.
Oh, Marguerite, my sweet. The boat's kind of off, and we have to go through the field, and there's a little bit of rain. You don't mind rain, right? And Marguerite just says, "Yeah, I'm just happy to be back with you." And the two otters do like a quick little kiss. They give Timu and Shian a good little like goodbye, like scratch behind the ears, the earthworm ears that they all have. And they go through the bazaar, and you can see them like picking out a couple things before they go back where you guys came from. And yes, as she describes, there is a tailor shop, a bakery, and library, and a bazaar.
I feel like since Echo is back at the cart, she was kind of just like look through her little bag and see that there is a letter to one of her favorite shops here. And it's called like the Three-Eyed Raven. And it's like this little like cute like candle shop with like all of these like witchy little items. And she's just like, oh my god, I get to go back. So she kind of give Tian and Shimu like some more treats and be like, again, I'm very sorry, but here's all the treats. I'm gonna go deliver mail. Is that okay? I'll be right back this time, I promise.
It was good. They just do a little cute little nod. Shian is like, leaving me again.
I'm
Fine.
not leaving you again.
I've been abandoned. I understand abandonment now. I have
not-
abandonment issues.
I'm not abandoning you. I just have to go deliver this mail.
It's fine. I will hug Timu, and they like turn to Timu and rest his head on Timu's like neck.
This all feels very unfair to me, the person who loves you the most. I'm just saying. Okay.
People who love don't leave.
I just have to do my job. You know, if I do my job, then I can get you the treats that
everyone
you want.
is looking at you, Echo, like everyone does to someone who owns a pet and is talking to them in full sentences.
Yeah, none of us can hear anything Shian and Timu is saying.
I'm just translating what their emotions are saying for someone who has taken care of them.
Yep.
And they're just like, and everyone just walking by, like the family of owls just all like 360 turn, like, okay.
It's okay. She does this. It's how they show love.
We'll be right back.
Kids don't stare, and they like turn and walk around. But even the mom is just like, okay. I've never seen an abandoned earthworm before. Well,
I will be right back. I will be right back. Here's you know what? Here's a handful of extra treats. If you want them, I will be right back. I'm sorry. And then like she just like goes and then keeps like whispering, I'm sorry. I love you. I'm sorry. Goodbye. Not forever.
Bai goes and settles by Shian and Timu.
Where would you like to give out your mail?
She's 100% going to the Three-Eyed Raven. And then goes in and be like, hi, is anybody here? I have a letter for you. Actually, a package this time, which smells really good. Oh my god.
Oh, a package! And a lynx comes down the stairs. Oh, hello. And you see them, they've been practicing on their like lute. And right before you came in, as they were singing, it was like kind of hushed. They're like, like very quiet. And then as soon as you came in with the package and someone yelled for a package, they like shushed really quickly. Hi, package for Ida?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to disturb you. It sounded really nice what you were playing.
Oh, thanks. I was hoping to sing it at the festival for the maiden.
Ooh, what's that? If I can ask. If I can't, then like that's okay. But like I would love to know if you want to tell me.
Oh, that's the hill like that you meet upon. There is a the maiden of the hills. There was a traveler that stood atop the highest hill, and them say that she sang a song so filled with longing that the music traveled the world. And
You
so
just know the festival by a different name. That's why the confusion.
Mhm.
Oh, that sounds lovely. You should sing it and play the. I have a friend who, if you like, want to like duet with. No, okay, that's cool.
Well, you came in with the package.
Oh yes. I
Right,
have a letter
yeah.
for you.
Yeah. I hope to sing it, but I don't think the maiden wants to hear my voice. So, what's in this package? And just like starts tearing through it.
Wait. No, we have to go back. Why wouldn't the maiden want to hear your song?
Well, can't really sing, and well, let me. Well, yeah, I don't know. The story is always the same, or like the Maiden of the Hills was a traveler who came with a broken wing, and I just they went through so much. I feel like what I went through was really not enough. So it's like I don't know. It's like it won't. It's just it's a lot to say to a person that just brought me my package.
I'm sorry. Are we getting too
Okay.
deep for you?
Yeah, it's real mega deep.
Oh, I say that too. I say that too. I say that too.
Do you?
I say that to Mara all the time because like sometimes like they're super duper mega deep, and then sometimes like Nyla is super deep, and then like sometimes like Idris, like my other friend, is so deep, but like Mira's like mega deep, and like I think if you want to get mega deep with the maiden, you should. Journeys are not the same thing, but they're still journeys, and yours is honored and should be honored just as much as theirs was. And you should sing about it because honestly, to me, in my little bat ears, you have an amazing voice and you play the instrument really, really well. So I think you should do it.
Behind Ida, a older like owl that looks like um they're wearing glasses and possibly blind with like a cane. They see that's what I said. And I heard the maiden song myself, so that's why I say Ida, like just play. What else? What did you get in your package? I came all the way here, and is it mine? No, no, no. Ida, you're not saying anything, and Ida is like thinking too much on the thoughts. Um, helps the blind owl to sit down. No, Arlo, package for me, but yeah, well, the festival's in a couple of days, so people are taking the trek up to. Well, we celebrated here. Like you're always free to come to the tavern, bring your family and friends, and we all celebrate in our like the city now. But some of us go up to the hill and offer it straight to the spirit of the hills, or at least we're the last. Everyone says is the spirit, but the last time the traveler was there, the maiden. So I guess I could close down the tavern for that night. maybe.
You should. And if you want, I know I just met you, but if you need like a super fan, I will be sitting right on top of the hill, right there, cheering you on. If you want,
Oh,
no
yes. You
pressure.
see? You see? I will go with you as well because I want to hear the song you sing too. And I don't know. In my old age, I feel like maybe the maiden will sing to us too. And that would be beautiful. And I would like to hear it at least once again. What he's referring to is that once in a blue moon, random year, people say that they could actually hear the maiden singing in the hills. But it's not like every year. So he reaches forward for something to drink, but starts pouring himself a cup of water and says to Ida, "Listen to your new friend. Are you also going up to the hill?"
Yes. And I have my friends with me that would also not only want to travel up to the hill, but also would love to hear your song too.
Hear that, Ida? Now you got to practice even harder. And then what we can do is have I don't know, have your little brother like handle the shop, and then we can go up there together. Ida nods, still pretty nervous, but agrees, and they're kind of clutching to the loot. Just to go from here and then back to everyone at the cart. What did they have in their package?
Oh, probably a cool new scented candle, like a prototype.
Okay. Awesome. As Echo, you hang out at the tavern. Nyla or Idris, where are you in this big city?
I think Nyla's gonna head to that shop, where they will make her try to fix her cloak.
Welcome to Pippin's Cape Emporium. How can I help you?
Hi, I have I have this cloak.
Let me
here.
guess. You want a pink cape for the festival.
No.
No. Just kidding. I mean, you want a blue cape that will allow you to not be seen.
I just like
Okay.
I just like my cloak, and I just want
Your cloak.
yeah, and I would like to have it fixed. I went to many seamstress, and no one can seem to fix it.
Oh, well, you have come to the right place at Pippin's Capes Emporium. We can fix your cape any way you want. Do you want any alterations? We're just closing these little gaps here, like
Yeah, just closing the gaps.
do you want me? I can put like little tassels on it.
No, I like it the same. I just want it to be closed.
Could dye it a color of
No.
green.
No.
Okay. You know what? No job too small for Pippin's Cape Emporium.
Thanks. Do I just wait right here, or where do I need to stand?
Oh, yes. Come, my Mary will bring you some tea.
Thanks. Thanks, Mary.
You're welcome.
He's like, no, I was standing there sipping. I was like, are you sure you'd be able to fix it? Like, nobody. I don't know why patches and yarn and strings doesn't stay on it.
Oh, I know a patented technique that will make invisible stitches.
Oh, that's new.
Yes. And he goes for it.
I don't know how well it would go since the trait of my character is that this cloak would never ever be fixed.
I would say that whatever invisible stitches, I mend clothes, and invisible stitching is like almost like a meant to break away because you're supposed to like sew over it or something like that, or pull it apart like when it's done. Um, it looks fixed, but as you get back to your cart, a little bit of it starts coming undone.
Okay.
Mary, you didn't offer her guarantees, right? Oh no! Thank God.
Yeah, Nilo was like, "Thank you for fixing it," putting on her cloak and like head out. And as she like steps outside, back out, just she hears the snapping, the snap, snap, and then she just sighs. She doesn't want to look down at it, and she just knows what's happening.
Idris, where might we find you?
I think Idris would go up to Bai and be like, "Hey, would you like to go to the library with me?"
Xian, Timu, are you gonna be okay?
They neigh a little bit, nuzzle like you for a second, Amira. But now that all of you are here, they're kind of settled, and they just like nod.
I could accompany you to the library.
Wonderful. I have a list of things I'd like to get. All right, you can take the south wing. I'll take the north. But like as they're walking over, so I heard you are working on a book about the gods. Very exciting stuff. And I actually had a question. Because we found that god hoof, right? And I was like, I thought that the forgotten gods came to existence because of the people's belief in them, but they said it was straight from the hoofs themselves, the sound. And so I was just curious, like, how is a forgotten god created?
The forgotten gods. There are different schools of thought as to whether it is a blossoming of some sort of cosmic energy, or if it's just like a ripple in reality that causes a god to appear, or if it's just the earnestness of a moment so moving that it can't help but the energy can't help but spawn a small god. There's small gods, they're all around us. You just have to listen to them. And they're often forgotten because they are small and because most people won't stop to and see them appear because it's small moments. So
How did
that's why
you-
we call them forgotten.
How did you come to know so much about the forgotten gods?
Oh, I grew up. The blanket is over that way, but I grew up in the mountains in the south, in a monastery type town. And my mother, she also took care of forgotten gods. And once I was ready to go out into the world, she blessed me to go on this journey and to bless me with the sight I'd need to be able to see and hear.
And what? Forgive me for if this is a stupid question, but like, what is the goal of your voyage? To just spread word of these gods, or to find them, to show them the support and the love that they realize they have?
Yeah, it's... in some ways, it's a selfish journey.
I love
because they touch me as much as I touch them, and I learned so much. I've been lucky to be able to just wander and meet friends, both small gods and big walruses alike.
those. Oh, you're too sweet.
How about
And,
you?
by the way,
What's-
I'm sorry. I know I was telling the story earlier, and it came out that the character I'd based off of you, I made a tortoise. Obviously, I know you're not a reptile. It's just, with all of us being a mammalian, I thought it was better to add diversity to the story.
I think that that's beautiful, and I'd like to think that when I come back in the next life, I might be a tortoise.
I think you'd make a great tortoise. They're known to be wise, and you are obviously so wise.
And what is your goal in this journey?
To witness cool adventures, to write my stories down, to spread the words. And I don't know, I like writing because it's like I get to experience all these cool things, and I learn all these great lessons from you and all of our friends. And then it's like, in my stories, I get to take that and adjust it a little bit to make it more exciting. But I get to make the world see the lessons I've learned and just, I don't know, spread the good word.
Do you know what's already exciting in the world that you don't need to embellish?
The fact that I rode on a giant catfish, it was awesome.
That too. I was going to say love, but you know what? Let's just go with the catfish thing.
No, love's good too. Talking to the professor, it was like, there was a good story there of just their love for one another.
And sometimes you admire somebody and, it blossoms into something else.
Do you have a crush? Are you trying to tell me something? Who is it?
You know what? Give me the south wing. I'm gonna, yeah.
What? Did I say something wrong?
And Leap is on your shoulder. What are you doing, man? She was giving you a chance to talk about your crush.
Well, but I'm not.
Okay. I'll tell her that it wasn't the right time. Even Bai can get things wrong every once in a while.
Was it the right time?
Only time will tell. Forward. It's the
Yes,
little bug
Captain.
on your shoulder.
As they say forward, there are books everywhere. South wing, north wing, the ladders that go all the way up to the top. There are librarians, all mice, Mouses. Who's mouses? Mice. I know words.
Mouses and houses.
Mouses in houses, yeah. There are mice. There's a jaguar with like a shawl, like something over his shoulder, reading with glasses. There's a lot of people at this library, and at the center there is a figure, like something like a beautiful monument to the Maiden of the Hills, and a couple kids are like playing around it with like these streamers. And Mira and Idris, you recognize this. Every year, the town has like the colors of the festival, and people sell streamers and beautiful things. There at the bazaar, there will be shops with the the maidens like song, and like they have songbirds, and in the shape of songbirds, like little pastries, things like that for the festival. What books would you like to take out? Just for me, because I'm curious on what Idris reads.
I think Idris would get like a mix of some like history books on the Mother Stones, on just like this region and some of the other regions they have visited. A couple fantasy stories, because Idris likes a little fantasy every now and then. Some romance novels. Idris literally handed a full page to buy of this is half of the books we need to get. Idris is going to walk out with as many books as possible.
I will say
I also think he loves a good mystery novel.
Now, did he return books too? Like, did we walk there holding big stacks of books that you got the last time around?
Yeah, probably.
Well, as you leave with maybe more books than you came in with, your area library card fully like expended.
It's a bald eagle at the desk, and she's like, "Now, Idris, you have to bring them back before a year goes by this time. You understand that, right?"
I do understand that, and I promise I will try my best with that.
Oh, well, you're a handsome boy. I'm sure you'll bring them back.
Oh, thank you.
They all of you return to not all of you return. When you both return, the afternoon has gone by. The professor and Pickles, you see them at a nearby cafe, writing about their journey and like scribbling through things. They see a couple books that you've brought back and start pouring through them. Nyla, as you come back, you see Echo. All of you have a couple of days before you have to go to that hill. So Teria is yours. Before we end for today, though, the night has a couple of events that are happening. You see people dancing in the square. There is a parade of people, a float of the maiden and the hills, and like people trying to imitate what the song would be. Mascot like going around. The kids celebrating with those pastries and treats, and like one by one people started singing songs, playing music, those like street musicians playing, everyone just getting ready for the festival. All of you started this journey however long ago on the same, in the same tone as the maiden. The story of her journey through the hills and how she started with a broken wing is how it's described. Something that hurt, that didn't really heal fully, but started you on a path of traveling hills and valleys, high highs and low lows. But you still moved forward. As all of you sit around, enjoy the festival, see the people show their own versions of their song. Ida even watching from the distance with old owl Arlo. Pippin with Mary, and even the librarian mice and eagle like watching from the windows. All of you remember that moment, that painful but starting point of your journey to walk forward and come to this hill. Just like the maiden did. It reflects in your eyes as the parade floats by. And as it goes through and the carriages come by and people litter the streets with like food, noise, and excitement for what this brings, it also brings that feeling of longing and the silence before hope reaches out again. But that's for a couple of days away. For now, you have the city. And that's where we'll end. Y'all, I am Maz. Thank you all for donating today. We have reached our goal of 500, which is incredible. We're going to keep this going for our next and finale episode, which will be on the 24th of March. I am Maz, your storyteller. Thank you all for coming with us on this journey to the hill that we will now meet upon.
She said the thing.
I did say the thing. Community. I will give a big thank you to like all the donors today because we got there and we have so many NPCs, which is incredible. It is going to the Loveland Foundation, and it is an incredible organization that everyone should check out. Do !Loveland to see more information. But let's get to the incredible cast. First and foremost, Zoop.
Hi, I'm Zoop or Zoop Machine or Cypria. You can check out what I'm doing at my card, zoopmachine.card.co. I'm always excited to play with new people and play new games. I'm pretty good at figuring out the rules and making the rules work for me, and I'd love to do that with you. So if you want to do that, hit me up in any of those contact ways on that card. And also, I wanted to say that even though February has come and gone, Black Lives Matter all year long. And please don't forget that. To Insha.
How do I follow up? Hi, I'm Insha. You can find me at any pocket of the internet. Some of them are very well hidden. I'm sorry about it. But you can also find me on, hear me out. You can sign up for my game because I'm going to be doing GM stuff for the first time on StarCrawl. And I'm so excited. And Maz is going to be sick of me. So, if you want to find me, I'm here. But yeah, and take it away, Taylor.
Hey, I'm Taylor, aka Spunky Taylor, Black Variety content creator. I was playing Nyla today. It was a wonderful game. Loved playing a child. And I'll also say, like, the Leveling Foundation is a very important foundation to me. I used it through Black Girls Need Therapy, so it is used nationwide. Get a grant for over $2,000 to pay for your therapy every year. So your back, non-binary, please take advantage of that. They do it quarterly every year. And take it away, Nate.
Hey, what's up, internet? I'm Nate. I played Idris. This week I'm on a few different streams. If you want to check out more stuff, on Wednesday I'll be playing Warped FM, which is a game where we play monsters and podcasters together as one. On Help Action Needed. On Thursday, I'll again be on Help Action Needed for a game of Alice is Missing. Where did she go? Come check out, find out. And then on Friday, I will be playing on Roll D5 a game of Witch Punks.
Nice.
So you should come check those out. And if you don't want to come from me, come from Oz, because she's in 2 of those games as well. And if you like podcasts, check out my podcast, Escape the Dungeon.
Yeah. I forgot to do the commands. Y'all, we're gonna do a couple of. Can y'all spam your commands real quick, because I'm gonna find somebody to raid. Go follow these amazing creators, and they're also, socials, because they'll be in a lot of cool games in the future with other channels, their own games. They just make a lot of cool stuff, and y'all should definitely go check them out and see all the cosplays, all the cool things that they have upcoming. Because this story came alive through them, and I'm so very much grateful. Like, from Maz from like last year May thought we could run this maybe, and here we are. So from us at Starcrawl, and from me, from the awesome cast, we're going to raid on over to Just the Human. They're doing a charity stream, playing some Grimoire Punk. I see Meadow, I see Sphinx, I see Johnny, Mika, I see a cool people. So we're going to go over there and get that raid started. I'm going to put us in the ending scene, but that means you guys get to see all the cool art and hear the beautiful music that should be nominated for an award at the Crit Awards. I don't know. Made by our wonderful Ghostlight G. And you get to see the cast photos and things like that until we finally get 6 more episodes and possibly artwork for all the characters. I'm probably going to spend after we finish the finale, the next couple of months drawing up all the scenes from this beautiful story on Procreate for a while, just to, feel. But that will be for, another day, and you guys will see it soon. We also have fan art stuff, so if you guys want to submit fan art, you can always do !fan art and submit through our form. We have a lot of fan art for our Dark Recess Kids on Brooms game. We have upcoming games, and well, now you can submit them. So if you have somebody who wants to do fan art for this awesome game, hey, let them know. They can always come out and hang out. And then Nate testing it and realized, you know what, you're right. I should have tested it beforehand. I don't know why it didn't work. Dang it. Thank you. I will fix that in a second. Okay, ending scene going now.
Sorry to me.